friends, Flosstube friends. This is Dottie and Dolores and Striker in the background. Dolores is my guest for today. As you know, she's been on a couple of more times, and we're just glad to have her. And this is August the 14th, Saturday, 2021. And welcome to Flosstube number 41. Okay, let's get started. First of all, we would like to thank everyone that thinks enough of us to stop and watch and enjoy, and we hope you find things that you keep enjoying and you'll come back. We really appreciate you so much, and we're getting close to the 500 subscriber mark, so remember, we'll have a giveaway when you do that, and so hit the like and the subscribe button and tell your friends so we can have a giveaway. All right, first of all, we're going to introduce Dolores's past FFOs that she's done. Then we'll do my FFOs. Then we'll go to finishes, which, oh dear, that was Winston. We'll go to finishes. You know, there are some unusual things that happen during my videos because I'm not a good editor yet, but I'm working on it, people. But anyway, we're going to go to finishes, and then we'll do our whips, and that's works in progress. And then we will also talk about our haul, and Dolores, oh, has she been shopping? Yes.
No.
And then I have a little bit of haul, just a little bit. And then we have some new designs from Needlework Expo to show you. And remember, Needlework Expo is for the shops, and it's from August the 28th through the 30th, and they're going to get all the goodies that we can buy. So you can go to your favorite L&S or local needlework shop, and you can pre-order some of these things from them so you make sure that you'll have them in a timely manner. Then we also have 2 free patterns tonight, and then we're going to talk about our plans. And I also would like to apologize to my 2 giveaway winners. I've still not got to the post office yet. I'm so sorry. Usually I'm really prompt, but for some reason this last week was just crazy. And I would go to the post office and not have the stuff, and then not have the address. So now it's like the last time I went, I didn't have the stuff. So there you go. So one of these days we may get this to you. So just be patient. And I'm so sorry that I've not got it to you yet. But congratulations on winning. Now, Dolores, why don't you show us some of your past finally finished objects, which is what a FFO is, because we have had questions about that.
Okay, this one little piece, I do not know the designer, but I just fell in love with it. It's a little heart, and it has the Mill Hill beads on it, or the little beads, and it's done on Ada, and I enjoyed it. Now,
14.
I know.
You know 14.
14 counts. If it wasn't for Dottie, I would not know what count.
Oh, she knows. She knows. She's good with this. She really is. She's very good with this.
This is another one that I did, and what was the...
Doodles.
Doodles. This is a little doodles, and it's where the cat, it's about where's the cat and the fishbowl, and it has the little cat's tail and the little beaded fish. And I thought that was just so cute.
It's just such a cute little fish boat. Now, I don't even care for cats that much because I'm so allergic, but I love her little picture here with the little cat tail around the fish bowl. And the little castle in the fish bowl was just so cute. And is it on Ada also?
It is on Ada. 14 count.
And what kind of floss did you use?
DMC, just whatever. I think the little kit is, it has the pattern and it has the button, and then you pick your fabric and your threads. So,
yeah, and these were in little plastic containers about 2 inches by 2 inches, and it was kind of like, how many could we buy? You know,
a lot, especially when they were on sale. Okay, and then this is a little Mill Hills. What can I see here?
Oh, you do. You can turn that one around later.
Okay, I'll show you the other one that I've got on the back. Okay, this here one here is Mill Hills, and
it's a sailboat. And this was at a cross-stitch retreat at Panda's Cross Stitch and Beading in Mauldin, South Carolina.
And then it's so funny, but on the back, I stuck another Mill Hills design on the back, so all I had to do was flip it around.
And this one's Potting Shed, and it's a Mill Hill kit, and it's probably one of the older ones, but I have seen those on Amazon.
I tell you, I was silly.
That's okay. It's good storage. And hold it back up again. Now, this is on 14 count blue, the other one. No, this one.
This one.
Blue perforated paper, and the other one was on brown perforated paper, but look at the little kit down here on the frame. Now, the little sailboat was one of the little mini kits. It includes all the floss, the perforated paper, the beads, all the little trims that you need to finish this for a small price of usually under $10. And then these patterns include all the beads, all the floss, and you get needles also. You get a cross stitch needle and you get a beading needle. And usually you use 2 or 3 threads depending on how much coverage they want you to have. And this frame is also a Mill Hill frame that you can buy at your local needlework shop. Okay.
And then this is a little Mill Hills box, and it's called Bluebirds and Ladybugs.
And that was done on perforated paper in a little paper mache box. And it's also 14 count. And did it include everything?
It included everything.
Yeah, the needles, the thread, everything.
And the box.
So if you don't have a lot of money to spend on cross stitch, or you want something really portable, get a Mill Hill kit. They're great. And your local needlework shops usually have those. Mill Hill kits are very easy to find.
Okay, that's all I've got.
Okay, and that's Dolores' finish FFOs. And let's go to my past FFOs. Okay, now this one's a little late, but I found it when I was putting all my other stuff up. Now, for the life of me, I watched Mischievous Stitches, and she is the only stitcher or floss tuber I have seen that's shown one of these patterns. And you would buy the patterns, and it was in a plastic container about as big as your hand, and it would have the clay button, it would have the pattern, and it was on a bed of cotton. But I can't remember the Hob Knob. That's it. Hob Knob Designs. Yay. I've got to write that down before I forget. Hob Knob Designs. Oh my goodness. I've been trying to think of this all day. And of course we're not home, so it's like, oh my goodness. But this is Happy 4th. And I know, like I said, it's a little late, but I found him. And I thought Uncle Sam was so cute. He came with a clay button. And you just stitch in all their designs, you just stitch the little geometric design around. It's really easy. And this was 3 threads over 2 squares. Or no, over 4 squares. And at first it was kind of hard to get used to. But it made some cute, yeah, it was over 4 squares. And it was, it went really quick. I mean, I don't think this took me like 2 hours. And I just pop them in and out of the frame. I've got a bunch. I've got a bunch to do. I've got a bunch I've already done. But I thought he was really cute. And the back stitch was with 1 thread. And these are no longer available that I know of, because I bought these like a long time ago. And this frame I got out of a grab bag at one of the local needlework shops. But this is Happy 4th. Okay. And then the next thing we have is a Pine Mountain Design pillow. It's called It's a Wrap. And you know, I've been showing them for every month. And this one's sunflowers. You know, everybody's been showing sunflowers. And this is from Pine Mountain Designs. And they had this already sewed up. All you had to do was sew this button on when you finished. And you cross-stitched on your 10 count Chula. And it took 3 strands of DMC floss over 1. And this was just a really quick stitch. And then you stuffed it in the pillow form that you could buy from them, or you can make your own. And this was a quilted pillow form. And I was like, ooh, I'll just get that. That would save time. And this was, you know, when you finish, you just iron it and you're done. So I enjoyed working on that. And then last but not least, I have Bent Creek, they had these kits, these zipper kits. And this, they had winter, spring, summer, fall. And this is summer with the watermelon. And sorry about the glare. Let's see, there you go. And it's got the little bee flying in on the watermelon with the little buttons for the watermelon seeds. And this one had pearl cotton included with the kit. And I can't remember, I cannot remember how many strands I used. I want to say, I don't know, but I know when you use DMC, you had to use 6 strands with them. So if it is DMC, which I don't think it is, but it could be. It's been that long, I don't remember. But anyway, and then there was a little back stitch of the bee trail. So, and I just got a little frame, and this one was framed by Stitch and Frame in Rock Hill. They are great framers, great framers. Alrighty. And that's all my past FFOs. And now we're going to talk about Dolores's finish. I think you saw this as a work in progress last time.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Okay, and this pattern is by
Little Stitch Girl.
And it's Firework Lane. Okay, and it says, God bless America, land that I love.
And this one, I had the building here, and you cannot hardly see it. So I put yellow, light yellow, in the windows where it would look like nighttime with the lights on. And then I did the fireworks. And I do not like doing fireworks and snowflakes. But anyway, I finished this one.
What size fabric?
32? Or
No.
28?
32.
32. Well, I guess
And
right.
do you know what kind? What color?
No.
Is it white, gray?
No, it's more of a gray.
It's kind of a gray-blue kind of color. Yeah, and it's really pretty. And it's 32 count. And did you use 2 strands over 2?
2 over 2.
Okay, and what kind of thread did you use?
I used Weeks Dye Works and I forgot the other. I think it was Weeks Dye Works and Classic Color Works.
Probably so, yeah.
So I finished it. Now I have to have it framed.
All right, and do you have your other pattern?
Okay, the other one is a CountryCottage Needlework,
Take your time.
and it is Land of Liberty. And I finished that one.
Okay, this one's 87 by 119 inches. And is it done on 32 count?
Yep, 32 count.
And you know the color.
Maybe a cream.
I would say it's on lambswool linen, probably, because it's Witchell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that's what they
right.
call for, yeah. So, and did you use all the called for fibers?
Yes, on this one I
Okay.
did.
It had DMC, Weeks Dye Works, and sampler threads. And hold it up again. It's so pretty. We're getting the last of our July stitching out. But it's so, so pretty. I love both of those pieces.
Thank you, thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Do you have any more finishes?
No.
Well, I don't have any finishes. Sorry. But you know me. I've just been doing a little here, a little there, a little everywhere. Now we're going to let Dolores show her whips or her works in progress. And she only brought one.
I have a lot, but I only brought one. And this is from the Sampler Company, and it's a Brenda Keyes design. And it's a storytelling, I think it was.
It's a sampler story. And look at that. I think the Mischievous Stitches floss tube was also doing this piece. Isn't that right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Okay, I have a word of advice. When you start one, make sure you start in the right spot, because my story's going to go crazy, because instead of going, whoops, this way, mine's going this way. So I'll show you what I have done.
Okay, now yours is 5 wide, where theirs is 6 wide. Is that
Right.
correct? Right. Okay, so how many squares are you going to do out of these 24 squares?
I'm going to do all of them, but I'm going to do one in a repeat at the bottom. So the story is not going to go the way it's supposed to. It's going to be my story.
Okay, and what kind of linen is this on? 32?
This is 32.
Okay, and do you know the color?
No.
It doesn't say.
And then I also have another Brenda Keyes that, oh my gosh. All of them are DMCs.
Yeah,
All
she
of them
used
are
DMC floss. And did you use 2 or 1 thread?
2 over 2. 2 over 2.
Okay.
And
And hold it up there again.
this is really a fun piece.
Now, when you sit down to do it, do you just do until you get tired, or do you do a square at a time? Or?
I do a square at a time. That is my goal. When I sit down to do this piece, I try to do one complete square. So this is a lot of fun.
It's very pretty.
Thank
very
you.
Pretty. Okay, I need a board.
Okay, you need a board.
Yes, we're doing some technical things here.
There you go.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay, we're going to start out with my whips, and you know me, I love to do sales, but now today I'm only showing 2 sales, I think. I may be wrong, it may be 3, but I think it's only 2, because I've been working on, no, it is 3 sales. I've been working on different things. The first thing I've been working on was Bats and Boo's Stitch Along, and they've actually come out with part 2. It's from Fat Quarter Shop, and they've come out with the pumpkins and the bats, and then there's going to be a mystery here in the middle, and then part 4 will be this shaded area around the edge, but I haven't gotten those yet. Of course, I'm still on part 1. Yeah. Okay, this is my stitching. This is what I've got so far, the 4 little bats. And I was going to do the white background, but then I was like, no, I believe I'll wait. And I'm really glad I did, because there's some white background that goes in between the 2 bats. So I'm going to start on the pumpkins this weekend. So that'll be good. And this is done on Fiber on a Whim Heather. And it's 32 count. No, I lied. It's 28 count. And it's 93 by 93, the stitch count, and it uses 4 colors of DMC floss. Black, white, orange, and gray. So I don't have any white yet, and I don't have any orange on there yet, but it's coming. It's coming. And this one's kind of fun. I'm just not as far along as everybody else, because I've been kind of focusing on other things, as you'll see. And I'll just let you put this in here. That would be just fantastic. I need the board. we need, oh goodness, there you went. Oh, sorry. We're a little tipsy here, but not from drinking.
No.
It's on a keyboard bench. My thing is, you know, when you're camping, you got to do what you got to do. And Stryker, he has abandoned us and went to the other side, but that's okay. It's raining pretty bad here. We were set up to be outside, and we had to, just when we got ready to start, a thunderstorm came, and it has a tin roof over my porch, and it was so loud that we were just like, oh, this is not going to work. So we decided that we would just come in and try again. And I said, at this rate, it's going to be 10 o'clock at night before we get started. But, you know, we have a good time doing it. Okay, here's the July from CountryCottage Needleworks. And this is the Facebook group, and it's the CountryCottage Needlework Sampler of the Month sale. It's such a long title that I always forget. Now this one, I had a piece of, yeah, this is either oaken, which I don't think it is, or up in the attic, but I can't remember. But it's 32, no, it's 28 counts, and this is all I've got done on July. If you'll notice, I got the little men done, I got the Uncle Sam, I got the stars done, I got the pennants done and connected, and I got the house done and the fireworks. And I didn't mind doing these fireworks. They were kind of fun because mine were much smaller than Dolores's. So I've got a little bit more to go, as you can tell by all that empty space. But I used 2 strands over 2, and the eyes of Uncle Sam's are, the 2 Uncle Sam's are French knots. And I did 2 twists around the needle. And remember, when you do a French knot, the most important thing is, and I'm left-handed, so I do my French knots right-handed because they just won't do left-handed for some reason. But make sure that you use one hand to hold the thread taut, and then the other thread is going to have the stuff wrapped around the needle, and as you push the needle through the fabric, the other hand is keeping that thread taut. And that's what's important about getting your French knots done.
Yes.
Okay, so anyway, that was my little tip for the day. Okay, and the next thing is yet another sale. Yay! And I would have more done on this one, except for the fact that I don't have all the colors. When I had this, I thought, oh, this is all kitted up, I'll just go ahead and start this, blah, blah, blah. But no, I did not. Plus, I put on there last week on my floss tube, which was a hot mess, and I do apologize because for some reason, once I turned the video camera on, everything just went bloop, right out of my mind, and I could not remember who put out a pattern. I couldn't remember who anybody was, so I don't know what my problem was. Maybe I was in a hurry, but I do apologize for the airheadedness that I showed. So anyway, nothing like a good laugh. Okay, this is a limited edition Biscornu and fob kit from Lizzie Kate. Ooh. And it's got the scissor fob right here that says Hoot, and the little 2 sides of the Biscornu. We got one side that's large with the houses on it, and the other side with the pumpkins and the crows and the candy corn. And last week, it includes the beads and buttons.
It's got beads.
And my candy corn was rust colored. In fact, I will show you the color it was. And I used the call for, well, I didn't have the Weeks Dye Works, so I had to use the DMCs on some of them. And the DMC for the, what was the name of it? 920. Sweet Potato. And I know Sweet Potato is about this color, but this is 920. That was the, well, not cooperating. This was my my DMC conversion, and that is not the color of candy corn. So I had to rip that out. And everybody suggested that, you know, I needed to rip it out. So I did. So I put in an orange, and it's still, well, it's a little bit better. I used 720 in DMC, which was one of the colors on the pumpkins over here. And I don't have the yellow in DMC or Weeks Dye Works to finish that part. So I need to finish my border, and I did get the vines and the leaves on the I got the leaves on the pumpkins, but I need to do the vines. So, and I need to do 3 more crows. So we got a little bit to do for that one side. And then there's another side that we have to do. Okay, but this one was on the, I am trying to think, did this fabric come with it? Yes, it did. It's 30 count natural linen, and I stitched over 2 linen threads with 2 strands of floss. And I've gotten comments from people that Biscornus are, you know, intimidating. I would not worry about doing a Biscornu when you finish it. Believe it or not, it's one of the easier finishes I have done. You just do your outline stitches around the edge and you join those together. Now, Tiny Modernist and Kathy Haberman, I'm not sure which, I'm so sorry, Kathy, of Hands On Design, Both have great tutorials for finishing biscornus. So be sure and go watch those because it's easy peasy. You can ask Neicelynn. She just finished a pretty one, and it was beautiful. So be sure and watch her last floss tube. So anyway, that was, you know, do a biscornu. Those are fun, and, you know, people, the only thing I didn't enjoy was when I had to put the buttons through the middle. Just get a really long needle, like a doll making needle. And see, Striker's back. He's looking for bunny rabbits. He likes to bark at them. But anyway, just get a long needle for when you do your buttons, because if you don't, yeah. But that was the worst part. But after I got the long needle, I was good. Okay, next is not a sow that I know of. Thank goodness. But anyway, when I saw this pattern that first came out, I was like, oh, I gotta have that. This one's called Merry Musings from Waxing Moon Designs. And the one I'm doing is the one with the gingerbread man. It says, life is short, drink the eggnog, eat the cookies. And that's probably my theme song. Now the other one says, I just want to stitch and watch Christmas movies. That could be me too. I'm going to do that one, but I had to do this one first. Okay, so I did not have all the call for threads. So I had to substitute for some of the Weeks Dye Works. I had to substitute some DMC. So I did that, and it came with 4 white little round buttons that were 3 millimeters. And no, it didn't come with that. Excuse me, I had to buy that. It's done on a piece of mystery fabric from my stash. It called for lamb's wool linen, but I didn't have any. So I did this one on 28 count. Just kind of like an off, I want to say maybe like a cafe mocha linen. And I've got the coffee mug done. I still haven't decided if I'm going to outline it or not, because I'm not real happy with how it, not coffee mug, cocoa mug, of how it shows up. I've got 2 snowflakes, which weren't too bad to do, and 2 wreaths. I've got 1 more wreath to go, and then I'll be able to do words and a gingerbread man. And I used 2 strands over 2. So that is a fun stitch, and I've been enjoying doing that one. And next, I just knocked my pattern off. Excuse me. I'll be right back. Oh, dang it. Okay, the rest of it's going to have to stay in the floor because I shouldn't have done that. The next thing I have is, just hold that. I'm not going to drop it. No, I'm good. Okay. Now I'm just going to tear up my cross stitch. Yeah. Okay, the next one I have is Kringles from Little House Needleworks. Now, I had to have this from the last Needlework Expo. And of course, you know, I leave my thread hanging because I want to start as quick as I can. But this is a picture of the Little House Needleworks Kringles. And I'm doing mine just like it's pictured. I'm using all the call for DMC floss and the Classic Colorworks floss and the Alver Soie. And it's on 30 count Portobello. And this is what I've got done. I've been working more on the roof. I was going to go down and do some of the rooms, which is why I started some of the bricks. And I've not filled in the brick color. Somebody said that they thought that my bricks were gray, and they went back to see if theirs were wrong. And I was like, no, I just hadn't got there yet. You ought to know that. But anyway, that's fine. I'm working on the fence, little gate stuff at the top, and I've got a window to fill in, and then I'll be ready to start and fill in some of those bricks. And I'm really enjoying this. This is 2 strands over 2, and for some reason last month I didn't want to stitch on it at all, but this month it's like, oh, I want to stitch on this, I want to stitch on this. But it's a great pattern up on the roof, so it's real easy and it goes real quick. And the same thing with the bricks. I really am enjoying this one a lot.
I was the one that checked mine.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of fun. So I'm enjoying working on that. And let's see, there's a piece of paper in the floor, but we'll get it later. And let's see, I've got one more whip, and I think it disappeared. Oh, here it is. Now this is my monthly orny sale, so I have 4 sales this time. You know me. Okay, this is, hadn't even hardly worked on it much, but this is from Val's stuff, and it's Spook of the Month, and it's the January, said the spider to the fly. And I just thought he was cute. Very, very cute. Everything you need is in there except the floss. You get the 14 count, you get the 14 count perforated paper. I keep forgetting you can see right through this. You get the backing, which is glittery. You get the buttons for the little Google eyes, and then that pink fabric that's felt that's around the edge, you get that. But you furnish the floss and the needle and scissors, of course. And so anyway, I've got a little start on him, so I've got a little ways to go. There's no orange on here yet, and I've got some green. And I'm really enjoying working on him. He's cute. And these are good take-along projects because you don't need a hoop. So that's always nice. And a lot of them don't use that much, they don't use that many colors. This one just uses 4 colors.
That's good.
No, I lied. It uses 5 colors because I forgot about sunset that you fill in the back. No, it uses 6 colors. Just making a liar out of me.
And 5 names.
Yeah. And you've got to long stitch the stars in the background with banana popsicle. So it uses 6. But these are fun, easy finish. You know, you just use pink and shears, and if you don't have those, just use some cute little shears. Okay, so let's see. So that one's going to be monthly or hashtag monthly Orny Sal on Instagram. And Dolores, tell us what haul that you have.
Oh no. Oh well. I had a birthday in June, so I thought I'd treat myself. Well, I love CountryCottage Needleworks. And so I'm always looking at their patterns. So I found this one, and you know, I am a beach girl. I love the beach. So I found this here, Spring Social. And I thought that was so cute. And then, of course, if you have the pattern, you also have to have the fabric. So I have lamb's wool jobelin and
What count?
28 count. Yay. Love 28 count. Or 32. I like both of them. Okay, that was one. I had more, but I did bring all of them. Okay, this is Summer at the Shores, Seashells, and Sunshine. Okay, that's another beachy. And I just love it. And my daughter will probably get some of these because she is a beach girl too. And I also got the fabric for it. And it's also the lamb's wool jobelin 28 count. And when I get the fabric, I always put it in with the pattern. I don't
That's
have
a
it
good
kitted.
idea.
I don't have it kitted yet.
How many times have you gotten home and like, what does this go with? And
You're
then
right.
you're just holding this piece of fabric and it's like, So now our local Needlework shops, they label those and put them in our bags so that way it doesn't happen when we get home.
Oh.
Which is great.
Okay, and the other one is Fun in the Sun, Sand in Your Toes. Can you believe it? It's another beach scene. And I thought that was so cute.
And can you tell? I think she likes CountryCottage Needleworks.
Oh, I do. And Wax and Moon. I love those also. And Brenda Keyes, I fell in love with her work too. Okay, this is Bless Our Home. And this is more like, like 4th of July. Something you can keep up year round. And I thought that one was really, really pretty. So,
No fabric?
No fabric. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
well, I had bought 2 other patterns too, but I did not bring them. So it's like, okay, get fabric for some, but not for all.
That'll be next time. Okay, now if you hear these rumblings in the background, we are having a thunderstorm here in the mountains, okay? Because we are camping. And this is my assistant because you know I've had back surgery and I can't bend over and I can't twist and blah, blah, blah. But I'm trying to be so good. So she's
being
like my
good.
little bodyguard that stays with me and does and helps me
Stand
out.
up straight.
Don't slouch, you know, constantly because I am a sloucher. And of course, you know, Stryker and Winston had to come with us. Winston's over there in the chair, and of course, I cannot pick him up, so that's why you can't see Winston today. But Stryker's on the trail of the rabbits. So. But anyway, my haul was very little, but I did have something else I promised you several videos ago. And if you notice, sometimes you see something and you hear about it, and then you don't hear about it. So if you don't hear about something and I've forgotten it, which I did, please remind me, because I don't mind. The first thing I got, and watch me not be able to find it. Where'd my scissors go? Well, I guess they didn't. Well, never mind. We'll talk about this, and I'll show it next time. Okay, I'm going to talk about the needles I use, okay? I use John James needles. That used to always be my go-to, okay? These are size 26. Sometimes they use 26. So not much 28 unless I'm on like a small count like 36 or 40 and using one strand because I have trouble threading 2 strands in there. But I like these. I bend needles a lot. Then I discovered Bowen needles. These are from France and I like these. These are 24s, and I use these on like Mill Hill bead kits, like if I lose the needle, because trust me, you just don't know. We moved my couch, or the sofa, no, not the sofa, yeah, we moved our recliner sofa when we got a new one, and there must have been like 20 needles under the sofa. I couldn't believe it. So now I have plenty of needles, but I also have these too. Then my friend Dolores, she turned me on, along with Donna, to these ball tip needles, these Easy Glide ball tip needles. You get 2, and they're a little more expensive, but they're very nice needles. I like these on larger fabric, but not the 36 or the 40. I do like these though. They pierce the linen really well. But my favorite needle, thanks to Jane, is, and I first heard about it on Fat Quarter Shop and Priscilla and Chelsea Stitching with the Housewives, are the Pat Carson's favorite needles. And you know, I went to go buy some on Fat Quarter Shop. I thought, well, I'll just try those. Well, guess what? You had to buy a heap load. But at one of my local needlework shops, Stitch and Frame in Rock Hill, I found a little packet of 2 needles. And Dolores and I are trying them out, and we've decided we love them. They just glide through the fabric, and the
Even easy to thread.
they're easy to thread. The needle eye is long and narrow, you know, and big enough to get the strands through. But they packaged them up like this. Oh, let me do this. Yeah, and so I will be getting some Pat Carson's needles, Jane. I just wanted to let you know. I'm so sorry I forgot, because I said, oh, I'm going to do this project and I'm going to try these needles out on it. Yeah, right.
Just let me use one of them.
It just, no, you can have it. It
Oh,
just went,
thank you.
you know, right over the top of my head, because I am a busy lady, even though I am recovering from back surgery. I don't have time for this. I've got things to do, places to go, and people to see. And I keep it all in my cute little bag I got at work. When I was working, I'm still out of work, but it says, love is how excited your dog gets when you get home. And I think I showed this before, but I just think it's so cute. The only bad thing is it doesn't have a Scotty dog on it. It needs a Scotty dog on it. But anyway, now let's get to some free patterns, unless you have anything to add.
I have nothing else.
Oh, goodness. Okay, well, I said free patterns. Let's see. Oh, dear. That's not what I wanted on there.
No.
It's a Scotty dog. Okay, free patterns would be here. Yes. You know, technology sometimes. Okay, the first pattern, you know, everybody's getting busy for Halloween.
Oh, that's cool.
And everybody talks about Brooks Books Publishing. And, you know, they had the Advent Christmas ornaments, and they've got the bride's tree ornaments that you can buy, but they're not free. But now the 24 Advent ornaments are free. But this one's a Happy Halloween. Now, this is an oldie but a goodie. But here lately, we've been doing all this vintage stuff. And this one says, Happy Halloween. And it's got 2 little frogs and a jack-o'-lantern. And I just thought it was very colorful and very cute. And look how they did the frame. They put little candy corn. We could do that. And we could put the little swirls on there. Isn't that cute? And that's a free pattern. So there you go. All right. Now, the next one, for those of you that do not do Halloween, because I can just hear a couple of you going, but I don't do Halloween. I know it's a little late, but there's Happy Summer.
Oh, that's cute.
And look at the little frog in his scuba gear with his pail and shovel that you do on the perforated paper, and the flip-flops, and the starfish, and the dragonfly. Is that not too cute? And it says Happy Summer, and the sunshine is the O. Just love it. He's having a fine time. But this is Brooks Books. I will link this below, and I will tell you they have several pages of freebies. Do not get disgusted if you cannot find it, because you have to scroll all the way down on freebie page 1. And it's the very last row of patterns. At the very bottom, you'll see a bunch of color patterns. So who knows, you may find something else you like. But these 2 were the ones I wanted to feature. And it's on the bottom left. So just keep scrolling down on page 1. Because you're going to go there and go, she's told me these were on here and they're not here. But I'm going to put the link on there. All right, but you'll have to give me a little bit, because, you know, sometimes it takes me a while. Then, let's see. Oh, yeah, the Needlework Expo. I forgot about that. Let's see. There we go. Oh, goodness. Okay. Just give me 1 minute here. Okay. Oh, dear. Here we go. This is where we'll start. Okay, we're giving you a sneak peek. Oh, as I almost knocked the camera over. I'm getting my notes this time, because I was afraid I'd be like bonkers again. Okay, the first one we're showing is Jack-O-Lantern, and it's from Primrose. I don't think that's the name of it, but it says Jack-O-Lantern's Ghost, Halloween's October 31st, Boo. Isn't that cute? And it's from Primrose Cottage Stitches, and this is a sneak peek. And look at that, those witches' legs and shoes. I love that. And the little witch hat and the spider. That's a must-have. All right. And the next one is called Nativity. And this one has 3 charm stars included. And this is done by Fairy Wool in the Wood. Isn't that cute, with a little angel over there? And look at the little donkey and the cow. And baby Jesus has a halo. Just so cute. That's a must-have.
Oh, it's precious.
And then the next one says, there is a little narrow way, which is so very straight, that few, the Bible says, are they who enter at the gate. And it says the year of Jubilee, 1887.
That's
and this
cute.
is a sampler. And this is done, I think, from Art of Petty Point, is what it said. Now, I may be wrong, and if I am, I do apologize to the designer. But I was going by what I saw on the post. It's very pretty, very colorful. Then the next one is called, it's Works by ABC, and it's called Elegant Lace. Is that not beautiful for those of you that like to do geometric designs? Now, I myself am not a geometric design person.
Me neither.
But I like to look at them. So, y'all buy them, I'll look at them. Okay, then the next one is something all of us have to have. This was done for World Cross Stitch Day, and it's by Hands On Design. She just wanted to share it, and it says Hoop, Orts, Sal, Whip, Floss, Pins and Needles, Frog, Ada, Linen, UFO, Cross Stitch, and it's from Hands On Design. Isn't that wonderful? That is a must-have for every cross-stitcher sewing room. Hands-on design. That's going to be on my wish list and my pre-order. Okay, the next one is from Thistle Designs, and this is called Broom Keeps. And I put 4 pillows, but there's 5 pillows. This is a full reveal for the Needlework design. Look at that cat. Don't you just love the eyes? And then the pumpkins and the crow with the sign and the spider web. And look at the little witch. I just love those. Those are just too cute. Wouldn't that be great for a dough bowl? Michelle McGraw, you need to get these.
Me too.
This has got your name right on it. Okay. All right, the next one, gotta have. Because my kitchen is done with coffee designs. And this is called Back to the Grind. And it's from Silver Creek. Oh, drat. Silver Creek Samplers. But is that not too cute? My grandma had a coffee grinder just like that, except it didn't say coffee on the front. But I love that with the little coffee beans and the little cup. Just so, so cute. That's going to be on the wish list too. All right, next is a sneak peek from Lindy Stitches. And, you know, Dolores, she did Mary Mary. What was it? The one with the big green skirt from Lindy Stitches.
It was Mary Mary, How You Stitch. It was a lot of skirt.
No, it was How Does Your Garden Grow or something.
I have that.
Well, I know you've got it, but what was
I don't remember. I just stitched.
Anyway, she said she had a green skirt and it just went on forever. But I know you know. But anyway, Mary Mary called her sister in for sampler September. And it says she's planning a late August debut at Needlework Expo. It says, any guesses what her name is? It says she's quite a lady and happens to like houses, flowers, and weird deer. As all proper stitchers do. And here's the sneak peek. What's the name of it? See, she had to go get it. She just couldn't stand it. But this is the sneak peek for the one that kind of goes with, oh my goodness. That kind of goes with what she had. What's the name of it? Mary Mary Needleworker. Turn it around so they can see. Remember this pattern? Okay, this one, I bet her name is Mary. What do you want to bet? All right. And the next pattern is by Kitty and Me Designs, and it's very different. I'll let Dolores show you her finish for those of you that have not seen it. That is a big green skirt. And it says, Mary Mary Needleworker, how does your garden grow? And I can't read the bottom. It says, with hand-dyed fabric, floss and pins, and scissors lined up in a row. Isn't that cute? All right. The next release is from Kitty and Me Designs. It's Colorful Birds. And this was unusual. And I thought some of you might like that one. It almost looks like a phoenix in a way.
Oh, that's pretty.
So, okay. And the next we have a sneak peek. It's Stashing Squirrels by Luminous Fiber Arts. Look at those squirrels on there. And look at those beautiful rich colors. Just love the acorn and the oak leaves. And I can see a squirrel tail. All right, that looks like a dough bowl thing. And then we also have by MTV Designs. This is Sewing Set in Pink. And I think I showed this one last week and I couldn't remember who in the world it was by. But I just think that was just so pretty. And we all of us stitchers need a, like a bunch of necessary items, like needle books and pin cushions and things like that. All right, next we have the third installment on the Bird Girl Sampler Series by Darling and Whimsy Designs. And this one's called Clara Crow. And see, she's got the little alphabet, and underneath it says Clara Crow by the Crow. That's my kind of bird. I don't know why. I just think crows are cute. And then next, I love this one. This is Peace Winter, at Pansy Patch Manor. And this is third in the series of 4. And this is by Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery. But isn't that beautiful? All right, and I believe I've just shown you a whole bunch of new patterns. So, did you have your pencil and paper out for your wish list and your pre-order so you can call your local LNS? And if you don't have a local needlework shop, look up and call some of the other ones. You know, there's, like we keep talking about Stitch and Frame in Rock Hill. We talk about Firepoppies in Summerville, South Carolina. We talk about, and Stitch and Frames in South Carolina too. It's in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Excuse me. We're South Carolina girls. Okay, then we also have Panda's Crossing in Mauldin, South Carolina. We have, I know there's Sassy Jacks in North Carolina, in Weaverville, outside Asheville. There's the Attic. There's, Shepherd's Needle in Arkansas. There's Keepsakes Design, needlework in Ohio. Good grief. Stephanie and Pam, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't remember. But anyway, there's just needlework shops everywhere. Brick and mortar needlework shops that need your business. Stitcher's Paradis in Las Vegas, Nevada. I could name more, but right now, of course, I can't remember them because I didn't write them down. But please support your local needlework shops. And if it's not a local needlework shop, they mail. You just go online, you shop, or you call them on the phone. Go to Hob Knob Designs, look there, and say, this is what I want, this is what I want, and write it on a piece of paper and call your needlework shop and order. We need to keep our brick and mortar needlework shops in business. So do that. And also, I want to shout out Vonna Pfeiffer. I was thinking of who we would watch this weekend. And she was, I think it's Cave number 4, Vonna Pfeiffer. She has been to the fair again with her needlework.
Beautiful.
You need to watch it.
Yes.
I'm not going to spoil it. But you need to watch it. Plus, she has got out fabulous tutorials about punch needle. And I've had punch needle classes, and the classes I had were great, but she had some ideas for like how to put your floss that I had never even heard of. And I thought, oh, this is just a great idea. Next time I do punch needle, this is what I'm going to do. And then now she's talking about doing a wool felting tutorial. So be sure and tell her that you're interested in that. Her tutorials are free. In fact, she's the first person floss tube that I watched to learn how to do a flat fold and an ornament. So she's got great tutorials and great videos, so be sure and watch those. But anyway, without further ado, I'm just going to say goodbye and thank you, Dolores, for coming once again.
Thank you.
She's my buddy. She takes real good care of me,
and she takes care of me too.
Oh yeah. And so do my dogs, and we just wish you all well from the mountains and the rainy mountains. But everything's green. So y'all have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.